Good morning. It is Friday, October 31st. 'Tis Halloween. We are 90 days out from January 29th. Your DTD2 this week. You're calling your H's and your J's. Calling your H's and your V's. And you're texting your J's. Calling your H's and your V's, texting your J's. The DTD2, Do the Database 2, is right at the top of your morning news. So if you're ever like, I don't know who I should be communicating with this week, it's right there. That's why we put it right there. I just pointed up because it's at the top. Actually, I'm looking down at my email. Anyway, DTD2, Do the Database 2, keeps us out of call bias. I heard somebody the other day that was just like, yeah, I'm sort of cherry picking my phone calls. That's the reason for the DTD2, because otherwise we will never get to certain letters. We will never get to certain people because we're avoiding maybe the call that we haven't made for 7 years. We rip the Band-Aid, make the phone call. It's going to be clunky at first. No one, we have the math on this, no one, 0.0 humans have been offended when you call and say, I'm sorry it's been so long. How are you? I promise that you'll get to the other side of that clunkiness and the connection's back. It's that simple. All these calls are, all these conversations are, all these nurture conversations. Just picture like a rope bridge. Like, what was that video game? What was the name of that video game? No one's going to remember what I'm talking about. Well, some people remember. But just picture that scene in the movie. Any Raiders of the Lost Ark, any adventure movie, they get to the rope bridge and it's out of planks. Every one of these conversations is another plank on that bridge. You're just rebuilding the connection between you and that person. And they're probably not in an industry where they are compelled to stay in contact with all their people, knowing that, hey, based on the number of people I know, 6% of that group of people are going to be part of a transaction in the next 12 months. Part of or right next to, right? So don't freak out. That's why it's there. DTD2, Do the Database 2. You wrap up this week calling your H's and V's, texting your J's. We get out of here. Of course, Fight Club is happening at 9 o'clock. But the reason we jump on early on Fridays, you'll notice it's an 8:22 start on Fridays. We do a quick start on Friday to get out of the way for the one and only Mark King. He has rebranded Wealth Building 2.0. Welcome to the cause. It is called Redefine now. It's a whole coaching program. He is on every Friday at 8:30 our time, 7:30 his time in beautiful downtown Texas. Spend some time with Mark. Well worth your while. Go to Redefine, capital R-E, real estate, D-E-F-I-N-E, Redefine with Mark King. You can find their Facebook page. Join that. And then when he starts talking at 8:29:59, you'll get that push notification and you can jump over there. If you're still getting that push notification. I think we're still getting push notifications. I don't know what Zuckerberg's up to. He's the one person that doesn't have to put a mask on today. I said that. That's ironic. Anyway, so we jump out of that. That's at 8:30. He goes 30 minutes, sometimes more than 30 minutes. Buckle up. It's Mark King. It's always worth your while. At 9 o'clock, Fight Club, 9 to 11. You use the DTD2, whatever you're doing to have your conversations to build that pipeline. Don't forget today's activities are going to be January 29th opportunities, right? Historically, about a 90-day window from kitchen table to closing table. So we keep that in mind as we get to work and we go into Fight Club and we do our lead generation this morning or lead follow-up, or maybe you're working on social media. Maybe you're going door knocking, 30 mile an hour winds. You know what? In inclement weather, and yeah, it's 2025 and people have their guard up, but in inclement weather, you get invited inside. Come on in. We'll show you the house. We're probably not going to list for 18 months. Okay. You're doing a pre-listing appointment because it's a little blustery outside. It's supposed to be 30 mile an hour winds throughout the seacoast today. So if you are door knocking, wear heavy shoes, and the probability of you getting invited inside is pretty good. Just a thought. 11 o'clock today, Nathology, episode 9. Now we're doing Nathology through the end of the year. Nathology will go through the end of the year. We are celebrating the year in which our fearless leader turned 50, the year in which our company turned 21. So we're going to keep doing Nathology. I believe we have Mark Zoller on deck for next week, and then we've got Shannon Casey coming up. We're just going to keep going until we run out of 2025. Then it's going back to Coffee with a Capper. It's going back to Macchiato with a Mega. And we're going to keep doing this every Friday. We've been doing Coffee with a Capper, and historically we would do it about once a month. We're gonna ramp up these conversations every Friday at 11 o'clock. I'll be talking to somebody from our company about what they're doing to move the needle in their business. I think one of the best things we can do is crowdsource our greatness. And if you have a chance to hear from one individual agent, superstar, leader, peer every Friday, I think it's going to benefit all of us. So we're going to keep these conversations going. After the new year, we will switch out of Nathology on the other side of January or into January. We'll go back to Coffee with a Capper conversations. It's going to be the same format, same kind of conversations, learning more about that individual, what they did, how they got here, why they continue to play here, and what they're doing to make sure that they're taking care of the people in their life. And of course, doing everything they need to do to make sure they're hitting the goals that they set for themselves for 26, 27, 28, and beyond. So we do have Tara Dickey. Mother Dickey is in the hot seat today. I called her to set this up, and she's like, I thought I avoided this. I've talked to you before. We've done this. She's not thrilled about the promise of being here today, although God bless her, she is coming in to talk to me. I think she doesn't want to talk to me, which is fine. I mean, we have it's a lengthy relationship of her tolerating me in her husband's life, I suppose. Anyway, you can do the math. Although she and my wife share the same affliction. They're huge New Kids fans. So if you're a New Kid on the Block fan, we'll probably touch on that in the 11 o'clock hour. Nathology episode 9 today with Mother Dickey. Tara Dickey will be in the building for that conversation. 1 o'clock today, we do the midday protocol, lead indicators, conversations, appointments, and contracts. We're talking about creating urgency with shift tactic number 9. That's at 1 o'clock, timsoffice.com. All of this is in the morning news. And then we put a bow on it here at KWCLM every Friday at 1:30. Back to basics, KWCLM forums. You've got the best brokers on the marble hanging out with you at 1:30 today, and that's at kellertv.com. If I can help with anything, please let me know. 603-834-2856. You can also book my face so we can yell at each other in person or on the Zooms. We can talk about your business and your plans for 2026. You can do that at meetwithcoach.com. We'll see you in and around the internet and the market center. Enjoy Halloween. Have a great weekend. Take care.